don't reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
There's my other one.
I don't want to break what's working.
Yours, that's Facebook, yeah.
Yeah.
That's one I want to talk to the most.
Okay. Oh, whoops. Apparently I already started.
Oh. Great.
There we go.
Let's see what that looks like. All right. At least I didn't say anything bad, right?
All right, you're good on both.
Right, you guys, I guess we're live.
Surprise!
Sorry about that, YouTube. You guys might have
That's
an
so weird.
show on there. I didn't drop any cuss words or anything in those few minutes, though, so we're clean. You were good. You guys, my name is Brandy. I am the owner and artist behind Brush by Brandy, and you guys are live here on the Brush by Brandy Facebook page and also over on my YouTube channel. You guys, my husband Sean is here behind the camera. He's going to help us answer any questions tonight and read off your comments to me as we go.
Just messing everything up. No big deal.
Yeah. Well, I got a new tripod and it has all these camera things on it. You think you could put more than one on it, but I don't think it'll really work. I think because it takes up too much room. I don't know. So we're not going to reinvent the wheel tonight. We're just going to go with what we know. So you guys, this was a different week for me. If you guys have been following it all on social media, if you have social media at all, you might be aware this was a different week for me. A lot of stuff happened. I didn't really get to paint at all this week. It set me behind. I didn't get any photos taken. That's really what I need to be doing. I didn't get any editing done. Like literally
nothing. You're so lazy.
Yeah, all my painting just froze this week. So where we left off on this piece last week is exactly where we are tonight. But the other thing that I want to open up is like, I've chosen to speak up through what has gone on for me. And, there's a couple reasons for that. Number one, I have the ability to. I don't have a clause in my contract that prevents me from speaking up. So I've chosen to be vocal about stuff that happened to me. I also have chosen to because I want it to make a change. If I just like slunk away and don't say anything, it just keeps happening. And that means that I have to exist in this paint world knowing that this is a factor and this is what we do. And maybe that becomes like regular business. And I can't even fathom how that would feel for artists and who would want to work in this industry. And, I just don't even want it to be a factor. So that, that was another thing. And, I felt like after it happened to me, people would say, oh yeah, I went through something similar. And I'm like, dude, why didn't you tell me? And so there's this like level of silence over everything that just allows it to continue. So if you guys have questions for me, I will answer them as much as possible, as best as I can, within limitations of things that I am and am not allowed to say. So I want to open up that door that if you guys want to talk, if you have questions, I've made myself open even on my pages for questions that maybe aren't in agreement with me. They're all still up. I don't delete them. I have the conversations because I don't want this to, it's not a bashing session. That's never what it was intended to be. It's supposed to be a dialogue, right? So if you have questions, like I have every answer for them and they all make sense. So that's how I've chosen to handle it, because on the other page, when they talk about me, they delete anything that's positive for me and keep up everything that's negative. And then it just becomes a bashing session and it's not even a realistic conversation anymore. So you guys let me know if you have questions. Sean will read them off to me. I'm going to go ahead and start painting. And then, I'll judge if you guys want it to be more about conversation. If there's more questions about out there, kind of an open book, unless there's something that I just really can't say. And
here's a question.
Yeah.
Are you single?
Ooh, that sounds good.
Wait, that's not over there. That's a trick question.
Was that you asking me? Because that's weird.
That just makes it awkward.
So I'm tired tonight. I haven't been sleeping super good. I also want to say to you guys that I've been trying to keep up on all the comments. The support has been overwhelming. I'm super grateful for you guys. It got me through a hard time once before and it's doing it again. And just it's the power of that is just amazing. And it's even more so this time around. So please know that I noticed that I've read every comment. Even if I haven't replied to it, it's because just sheer volume. But I've read them all, and I'm trying to stay caught up on messages and stuff like that. And because I appreciate so much that you guys have taken the time, that I want to take that time for you guys too. So bear with me there. I'm trying. I'm a little behind. It's a little overwhelming, but yeah. So I just want to make sure I say that to you guys. All right. So I'm going to start painting, I guess. I guess. Yeah. My motivation to paint this week has been really low because I'm so tired. You know what? I'm going to open this new can because that one's super low. I used it last week and I don't have a long brush out. All right, so this is the piece we worked on last week, and this is Wise Owl paint. And I have 3 colors on here that I'm going to pop the lids on, and I'll show them to you guys. 3 colors. They are Carbon, Foxtrot, and Spanish Olive. And it's going to be this rich green combo. If you guys watched last week, we put this first coat on this side here. So this just has a base coat. I can still see some of my primer through. You guys can probably see little shadows of it on camera. So this definitely needs a second coat. This is one of those pieces too that has, you know, in the like 90s when they distressed all the wood.
Did anything good come out of the 90s? Little
pitting in the wood. This has that. And I usually leave it. I don't go through and fill it because it would be 500 spots to fill. So it does have little like kind of pock marks in the finish, in the original finish. You know, little distressing, like it would have been hit with a hammer or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna need you to take care of this. Since we have daylight savings, I have sun coming through and hitting me now. I'm gonna need you to take care of that.
You want to go do the windows? You can. I guess you have to open the door.
You're
to
fine.
Do it. I know we had daylight savings this week, you guys. I'm used to painting in the dark, and yesterday I had to drive my kids to sports, and it was sunny outside. We're gonna have to get out sunscreen for doing swim and water polo. Okay, so let me show you guys my color. So this is Carbon, which is the dark gray. It's so pretty, and I love a clean like lid off a paint can. When you first open it up, so this is a brand new container. So satisfying. This is Foxtrot, which is a dark like army green. So that's Foxtrot, and then Spanish Olive. It's gonna look a little scary, but it is an amazing accent color because it's got a lot of yellow in it, and yellows are great accent colors when you just want to like give someone something a little highlight, a little bit of brightness. Doesn't mean you have to be overtly yellow, but it gives it that little bit of brightness to it.
Oh no, I agree. I love the 90s too. It's my jam.
Yeah.
But furniture wise?
Yeah, well, you know, the 90s was killing it on music. I guess you can't do everything well, you know? Pick your battles. My Mr. bottle. I had one out here because I just painted.
You lie.
I did. I promise. I just did the inside. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Watch this.
Watch this inside?
Trick. You see that?
Is it?
Yeah. See that?
Oh,
yeah.
demon.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
I told you guys I had one out. I know what I'm talking about.
This is Mr. Rogers.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a second coat on here, and then I have inside, we're going to do something a little bit fun with the inside of that. So I've got a Mr. bottle, and then the brushes that I'm going to use, again, if you guys watched last week, we'll just kind of brush through what we did last week.
Oh, we're going to brush through on
Not literally brush through because I'm happy with that part. But I'm going to use my Klingon S50 brushes, one for each color. And then when I get to the blending portion, I'm going to use the Klingon, this is the B12. So I'll use the B12. They also have the B10, which is slightly smaller. And I tell you guys all the time, I feel like they're pretty interchangeable because the B10 would just be like that much smaller. But I feel like they're pretty interchangeable. This is just the one I've been using on this project. So it was in my brush cleaning stand. It's what's getting used tonight.
Oh, Deborah's watching from Shreveville, Indiana.
I don't know.
I'll totally kill that name.
Yeah, I can't. I have no idea where that is. So it sounds lovely, Deborah. Sounds lovely. We'll have to visit. Indiana. I did go to Indianapolis, though. That's been a few years ago. I will have you guys a little trip.
What?
Coming up. Little trip coming up that I'll get to talk to you about. Not quite yet, but I'm gonna just drop hints at that I will have an announcement to make. And anyone who wants to attend something in person will want to be paying attention.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah. Wait. This one probably won't include you.
What?
It's during the summertime. Kids are home. So
Oh, wait.
I
Whoa,
don't. Yeah.
wait a minute.
You just caught on to that?
Yeah.
You didn't do the math on that one yet?
It's not going to include you, but the kids are going to be home. Wait a minute.
I mean, you're a good supportive parent. I really think you do a great job at that, and I just want to make sure that you know that.
Look. This is not. You're not reading a Hallmark card.
Just want you to know how appreciated you are.
By vacating the premises.
Yeah. I appreciate you.
Oh, nice. Well, right about now, it's not reciprocating.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. It's always hard because we have 3 kids. They're fairly young. I mean, most of our life revolves around like carpools lately, right? Like last night, I drove a carpool of kids, middle schoolers, so 13-year-olds, an hour away. We get there and find out. We waited around for an hour, and then they canceled it, and then I drove them back home.
Yes.
So that about sums up my night. And John was like, "Do you want me to grab dinner?" And I was like, "I 100% want you to grab dinner. Like, it's not even a question."
So then I grabbed dinner for me.
Yeah, I was like, he said you can stop if you want, and I was like, I don't know if you know this, but I have a carpool of like 5 kids in my car. We are not stopping. We're no stopping.
Committed.
No stopping if you pass go. Like, I don't know if I stopped at stoplights. No, they're super fun.
Oh, you got people throwing out ideas of what's going on.
Oh, what's that?
Temecula. Then there's obviously the request to hit Jersey.
Well, here's the deal. I'll 100% let you guess, but I can't confirm tonight. So,
what?
Yeah, I'm just dropping clues. But I can't confirm to anything tonight.
Some breadcrumbs?
That was the deal. You gotta hold on.
So wait.
Yeah, but
you're going somewhere. Yes. I'm stuck at home with the kids.
Somewhere at some time in some point in the future. That's about what I'm going to tell you guys. And it's like the worst announcement ever. I hate when people do that, but that's what I'm
It's like leaving a voicemail. Hey, I got something really important to talk to you about. Call me back.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so I am laying my 3 colors on right now. I did the carbon around the outside. I did that foxtrot around the middle.
You have any more clues?
No. Oh. I'm scared I'm going to say too much. You guys are going to get me in trouble, and then I'll just end up telling, and it'll...
And then there's no trip.
Then it was... Yeah, and they're going to kick me out. All right, so I'm adding a little bit more of that foxtrot just around the middle. And then I'll come... I don't know, I could probably do my blend with just the S50, but I really like how this brush works.
Yes, Dawn, I totally agree. Then you call them back and they don't answer. Yes, that's... Well, when people leave you that voicemail, hey, I got something super important to talk to you about. Call me back.
God, can I tell you guys something?
Man.
I try not to do it because I have major trauma. My mom does that. She'll always like leave me a voice message and say, "Can you call me back?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, someone's got cancer. Someone was in a car accident." And I call her back and she's like, "What color jacket should I get? Pink or blue?" I'm like, "Are you freaking kidding me right now?" Like, I don't care about your stupid jacket anymore. I mean, that's not a real situation, but like, I just can't. I can't. So I already have existing trauma over that. So I'm just running. This is the B12, and I'm just running it through my colors, and I'm going right through the middle.
Just stirring it up, aren't you? Just mixing it up.
I'm not happy with that. I feel like it's a little stripey. I'm going to turn this a little bit. I feel like it's a little stripey. I see that stripe of that. So I'm actually going to re-wet this, and I'm going to brush it out a little bit.
Or I'm coming over, and 3 hours later, you're still waiting.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. Okay.
Like, I feel like we know each other.
Did you mean today or like for Christmas? Okay, so I just widened that out a little bit because I felt like it was a little narrow down the center, and so I'm going to widen that out. There we go. I like that placement better. So I can just re-wet my paint if I feel like I want to keep it in play. I just don't let it dry. I just tell it no, because I'm the boss around here.
Wow. Apparently, you're vacating and I get stuck behind with the kids.
I know.
I shouldn't say stuck.
It's not my fault. They don't want
it's torture.
It's not my fault. You know what?
It's like a prison camp.
You know what the problem is? We took way too much vacation last year.
Yes.
And Sean has a regular job, and so they don't allow him to just leave on vacation at any point in time. Although my employer does allow that.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So weird.
They actually encourage it.
I really like my benefit program. My benefit package is far better than yours.
No, you do get medical.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. All right, how's that look? Better? You don't really care? Okay, good.
No.
All right, and this is the carbon. So I just moved the lines a little bit and rebrushed my paint on so that I didn't have such a delineation down the center. Now I'm looking to keep my brush in the same order. So I've got the gray going over the gray. I actually need a little bit more of the gray right here. So I'm going to keep it in the same direction.
Michelle's going to put in a good word for me. Nice, thank you.
What, at your job or?
With the old brush by Brandy,
Yes.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, we Sean's the employee of the month every month.
What?
Yeah. Our only employee.
Where's my plaque?
Oh, you haven't seen
Where's
it?
the notoriety here?
It's our family photos hanging up in the house. That's
Oh,
your,
that's crap.
yeah, that's your plaque.
Yeah.
All right.
That's different. That's not employee of the month.
Yeah, you get a bonus. You get a bonus. It's already directly
My
deposited.
bonus is I wake up the next day.
It's directly deposited in our bank account.
Yeah.
Need a little bit more paint up here. Could see a little tiny spot of primer peeking through, so I'm just putting a little more paint on. This is supposed to be my final coat, so that means I actually want it to be good. We'll see how that goes down. I'm not in a painting space right now, and that does make a difference. You guys, I try actually to not paint when I'm not in the right space, and I'm definitely not there right now. So it's probably better that I haven't done a whole lot of working this week, because my work would probably be substandard. And this is actually a customer's piece, so if it was going to be substandard, I would prefer it be something I own.
Oh, Sherry's got a point. I got my own parking spot.
Oh, he does. He does get to park at our house.
Yeah.
Although not covered.
Yeah. No. You're taking care of that.
Yeah. I get the garage spaces. Well, only because there's dressers in the other
Yeah.
side right now. Yeah. See, then we get back to that I haven't really worked this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think I like this better, but I probably don't, guys. I'm not going to lie.
Thanks, Yvonne.
I wouldn't be surprised if I end up coming back to this later. This is my brush for my fox trot.
Sharon's got a good idea.
Huh.
You just put the brush down and pick up a drink.
I wish I was a drinker.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bummer sometimes. Even every once in a while, we'll go to the store and I'll see. What was the most recent one? Was that?
Margarita.
Yeah, it was like a margarita mix, and it was like flavored, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds yummy. I'll try it." And then I tasted it, and I was like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
it tastes like all the other ones."
It tastes like ground soil. Yeah.
Okay. So that's back in the pantry. Can't regift it.
Can't wait to have somebody show up so I can feed them some margaritas.
Yeah, can't regift it. I done opened it. All right, you guys. I just want to move on. So that's my side. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I probably will redo it. I just am not there right now.
What?
Yeah, my headspace is not there.
Now what are you
I'm
doing?
gonna turn this. All right. So let's do something that is really kind of a fail-safe. Can you give me that box that's up there?
Oh, sweet jeez.
Well, here, we'll start on this side, I think.
Which box?
That
This?
one right there.
This one.
Yeah.
This one here?
The one.
Not that one. This one?
Not. Yeah. Please don't hand me that empty box behind it. Like one with something in it would be.
You know what?
Okay. Let me
Picky.
put my lids on my paint. I don't know. I can't paint right now.
Oh my gosh.
Just can't do it. I'm too tired. Too drained.
Oh, Cheryl says she's seen you drink
I try.
in Florida.
Oh, I try. It just doesn't go very far. And then because I don't really drink, I only sip like one for the whole night.
You're gonna need 2 hands for this.
Okay. I gotta at least get close to me.
Okay.
Okay. So what I want out of here is this book.
Oh, I agree. I better get a good performance review. You're very demanding.
We're gonna be one of those companies that makes you write your own performance.
I work for one of those.
Yes, I know. Because every time that time comes up, you're like, "Oh my god!" Cut and paste.
You're giving all my secrets away.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. All right, so I'm going to get out a stencil brush, and inside I want to do a little fun treatment. I really like on pieces like this that have doors to do something kind of special on the inside. And so I'm going to do that using foil from Artistic Painting Studios. I love her foils, and this is probably my favorite use of them.
Are you really gonna make me move the cameras down there now?
I'm going to do here. Can you see here? No, can't?
I can't even.
Yeah, oh, I see how hard. Here's what Sean had to
Hold,
do.
please. Hold on. Hold.
That's what he just did right now. Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Okay. And I really I've used this stencil before, and I like this stencil for this treatment because it's very kind of petite. It doesn't have a lot of really busy design in it, and it's just very simple. It's kind of small. So this is more of a kind of understated, an understated look, but we'll at least see the technique. So
Yeah, your hair is getting pretty long.
Mine?
Yeah, it's noticed.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
Thanks. Can I tell you something? Because I haven't gone to my hair I've had the same.
You're
hair
only on camera. Can I tell you something? Yes, because you're constantly telling us things.
So I've been going to the same hair lady for like 10 years now, and every time I go, I'm like, just a trim, and she's like, okay, 4 inches. I'm like, so I come home and it's right back again where it started the year before. Yeah. So I just haven't gone to her in a long time. That's my solution. Like, nope, not doing it. I'm actually going to let it grow this time. She just, her definition of trim and mine are just two different things. Okay, so what I'm going to use, this is, my stencil is from Posh Chalk. Posh Chalk is with Would You Bend. I do have a link that I can throw up for the stencil. Let's see, what's this stencil called? I do save my packaging from my stencils. I think it's easier to store them. So this is their trellis stencil, the Posh Chalk trellis stencil. That's what the packaging looks like. They have nice stencil designs. And I just put it up using some painter's tape. I put another piece down at the bottom. All right.
This bit of tape brought to you by.
And then what I'm going to put on here is the Artistic Painting Studios foil adhesive. Let me show you.
That was too fast.
I'll show you the bigger one. You can see it better. Okay, that's their foil adhesive.
Back up a little bit.
Ooh.
Bingo.
Okay, so that's Artistic Painting Studios foil adhesive. It's a thick formula. If I pour it out, it will spill. So I guess it's a liquid. And I like to get a little bit in my lid here, and I have a stencil brush, and I'm going to basically stencil in the adhesive. This stuff does take about 30 to 60 minutes to dry. And so this side that I'm doing with you right now, I'm not going to be able to finish on camera, but through the magic of television, the other side I will open up and we'll do the next step.
Oh, look, you in the back. Got a question.
What?
Where's that painter's tape from?
Oh, well, this is actually a messed up roll. I feel like it got run over by the car or something, but I use rolls like this. Once they get messed up, I use them for holding up. They're not good for like painting stripes anymore, so I use them for holding up my stencils.
Again, where did that tape come from?
It might be from Fireball June.
We're getting there.
Fireball June, listen to this. There was a Costco in our area that opened. I was trying to tell Sean this earlier, and I never finished this.
I just don't listen to you.
It's actually in an area that we used to live in, but there was a Costco that opened today, and people waited in line for 24 hours to go to the Costco.
It doesn't even have a gas station.
Yeah, what do you guys do, like on opening day, that people would wait in line
to Costco?
For
it's not like it's Black Friday. It's Costco.
Yeah, what? Like, somebody explain this to me. I didn't read the whole article. I just saw like a news headline.
I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a new car, and it's not like a. I guess you can't get like a $2,000 new car.
Discounts or something on the opening day? I don't know. I mean,
I'd be like, I'm good. I'll come back and pay regular price.
Now, granted, this is an area that doesn't have a whole lot going on, so I can kind of see it, but even still.
Is it in the same place where the Sam's Club used to be? Do you know?
Sam's Club used to be.
Yeah.
Where's that?
The area that you're speaking of.
No.
Had a Sam's Club back in there.
No, it's the brand new one in.
I know.
No, it's a brand new one. Like brand new.
The building is brand new too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is stencil in the adhesive, and then I won't do this whole thing because it gets a little boring. Basically, I'm just stenciling in adhesive. Jen does recommend, Jen from Artistic Painting Studios, this is her foil and adhesive, recommends using a tapping. This is a really firm brush that I'm using. It's not my favorite stencil brush. Reason it's not my favorite stencil brush is because the one I like is the one I just used on the other side, and I just washed it out.
Oh, free food?
Oh, really?
Maybe.
I mean,
That's not Fireball. That's not Fireball June Santa.
The hot dog is $1.50 though. Like, is it
Yeah,
worth
yeah,
it?
see,
24
that's what
hours?
I mean. Yeah.
Like, let's do a cost benefit analysis.
Special
here.
new store only items.
Oh, interesting. Huh. I've never even heard of that. All right. Well, I guess we missed out. So Jen recommends tapping. I'm using kind of a little bit of a swirling because this is a really firm brush. I like a little bit looser of a stencil brush. This isn't my favorite. All right, and then once it's stenciled, you can take your stencil off.
Sorry, I'm just gonna get stuck on this. Taste testing.
Oh yeah, well that's
okay, but
that's every
if you're
day at
waiting
Costco.
behind, yeah, if you're waiting for 24 hours for the place to open, that means there's that many people in front of you with the same idea.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm good.
It is an area that doesn't have a whole lot going on, but still, I can't. All right, I'm looking at what foils I have and what I have enough of. Ooh, this is really pretty. All right, so I have some different designs. I really like, this is a kind of a bronze one, but I kind of feel like I want to save that for like the outside of a project because it's so pretty. This antique gold I really like, but I don't have enough of it left, I don't think, to finish this stencil on both doors. But I do save like the scraps like this I can use on little tiny projects, little craft projects or Christmas ornaments. And, you know, if I wanted to do a little medallion, I could. You can put that adhesive on just about anything, let it dry for that 30 to 60 minutes, and then come back and foil it. So I don't think this roll is going to be a candidate. So let's look at these here. Some fun colors.
Renee, I totally agree that as far as the taste testing, your husband's all about taste testing at Costco. On a regular day, I am game. But not when it's like a Black Friday gathering.
Yeah,
I'm good.
24 hours in line? No.
Yeah.
No, just no.
I'd be the guy that just shows up in the parking lot like it's Super Bowl with the barbecue and the whole nine.
Well, at one point, does it become like a social event?
To taunt.
Does it become a social event that you're going to more than it becomes like a grocery shopping? So I really like this. This is just a nice soft gold. I think that will be pretty. And I think I will have some gold accents. I think I'm going to pull this out of the roll and we'll use this one. This roll has some hot pink. This foil comes in all different designs. Some dark pink, some light pink. This is kind of a cherry blossom looking design. So fun. And if you do, I'm doing them in stencil form, so it's going to break up this pattern. But if you can lay this in a solid form and then coordinate your paint colors to it, I mean, this would honestly be pretty with the paint colors I have on here.
Oh, Yvonne, I'm with you.
What?
She doesn't do Black Fridays. Ever.
No, because the people are there. All the peopling.
Oh, the peopling?
Yeah, all the peopling on Black Friday. It's a lot.
Yeah. Oh, no, I agree.
I'm going to try to not mess this up. I think I'm going to have to re-roll this because I just want to pull this one out. Look what a mess I'm willing to make for you guys.
So where's this foil from?
This is from Artistic Painting Studios. I will throw this link up when we get off too. Okay, so this, I wish I knew all the color names, but I don't. And I didn't tell Jen I was going to be on tonight because otherwise she comes on and she'll tell you stuff that I don't know. So this is like just a kind of soft gold, maybe a white gold. And I'm going to, this side over here, I already stenciled and my adhesive is tacky. When it sets up, the adhesive gets really, really sticky. And that's what you're going to stick the foil into. So you have to give it time to set up. Not any glue will work. You do need a high tack glue like that foil adhesive. I'm going to push this back a little bit so maybe you guys can see better.
There we go.
Can you guys see the stencil? Does that show up
right
on
there.
camera?
Turn up, right, yep, up.
So I'm doing that so you can see it because it dries clear, but you can see a sheen difference between my matte paint, because this is unsealed paint, and the sheen of the adhesive. Then I'm just going to lay my foil over the top of this. And I'm going to press it into that adhesive. And then I just stuck it in. I'm just going to roll this out. I'm not too worried about how straight it is. I think Jen watches my videos using the foils and she's horrified, I bet.
You've been unfriended?
She's horrified. She's super fun. I super love her. But you know when you know something really well and you watch someone do it.
And it looks like chaos.
Yeah, and it looks like chaos. Now it does come out really pretty. So I'm just using a nail brush actually. This is just a nail brush. And I can see the outline of the foil adhesive right away, kind of sticks to the back side of the foil, and it wants to start to pull the foil into the adhesive, so I can tell right away where my adhesive is. And again, I let this dry, probably dry for about an hour. I did this earlier today, put the adhesive on. And then I can come in and just rub my foil in here. And this is so much easier than gold leafing a stencil. In comparison, man, this is probably my favorite technique.
Oh man, yeah. I don't see dust. It's not crazy.
Nothing.
Yeah.
There's no mess from it. It's super easy and it's very high impact and you get a ton of color options. So once I can tell that I've rubbed this into all of the adhesive, I'll show you guys what I'm going to do with the area that I didn't cover. So I can start to pull this away. And I'm going to go kind of slowly though, because I want to make sure any areas that I see, oh, I need to re-rub that. I just place it back down, rub it again. This one looks like it's pretty straightforward though. All right, so you guys see that?
Oh, that's mighty pretty.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Like how pretty is that? It's so simple too, and it's
so how thick do you put that adhesive on?
It's not thick at all. The thicker that you put it on, the longer that it's going to take to dry. You know, I had it probably some areas that were slightly thicker, like they looked a little more white while it was wet, and some have a little bit less. And you know, once it's dry, it all is dry to the same tack. So you don't want it dripping. You don't use a wet brush at all. It's a water-based adhesive. But just a light stenciling is all you need. Okay, so then I can come back and I can place the same foil down. Even the part where I already have some of my pattern used, I can reuse it again. And I'll push this into my adhesive.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. It's so easy. It's easy enough for me to do it.
Yeah.
It's so easy a caveman can do it.
So easy, a monkey could do it.
Wait, what?
That's not what you meant? Oh, sorry. And then I'm just rubbing it into the adhesive for any parts that I might have missed. Kind of unroll this corner. Right, and then I'll pull that away. All right, and then I can kind of look it over. So I've got a spot right here I feel like I didn't get very well. So I'll take my foil and I can place it right back over. And I'm just going to get this one spot. Just rub that a little bit. And I probably have another one kind of right here. So I find a spot that's still got some foil on the back. And I'll rub that in. Until I feel like everywhere is pretty evenly covered. I've got a little spot down here. So you can kind of come back and touch up any areas that you're not happy with, if you need to. The touch-up is much easier when you're using a solid color foil. I learned that if you're using a patterned foil, like the one I showed you with the, show you guys again. Like some of these are patterned foils. You know, if you want to get this pattern, it's going to be harder to patch in because you've got a pattern. See the fun patterns it comes in? I have to put this back on the roll, by the way, which I'm not looking for.
I don't want to be in
It
here.
doesn't stick to itself, though. It just will want to roll back up again. So now I'm going to have to get it kind of not rolly and put these all. It's very lightweight.
Did you say
and
not
thin.
rolly?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, okay.
All right, and then I still have a ton of this left. So even this part here where I've used, still the majority of it has not been used. So you can put this on hardware if you want to, and it gives more of the sheen of like a gold leafing versus using like a paint. So this is kind of a dull finish on this one. This is a little bit more subtle. You can get some of these are holographic. They're holographic, so you can get really high shine. You can just get really low shine. There's all kinds of designs. And I've got basic metallics like copper. Here's a good example.
I just like how clean it is.
Yeah, super clean and easy. This is a high shine silver, and this is more of a matte silver. So you can kind of choose if you want that kind of brushed metal look or like a high shine metal
And do you
look.
seal over it?
Yes, I will seal this. I can seal it with my regular clear coat once I'm done. And so I need to finish stenciling on that other side, and I'll do the same thing. Put this, and then it's really pretty. It's just kind of, you know, I use that kind of dainty looking stencil, so it's not super busy, and it's just a little bit of pattern and a little bit of sparkle on the inside of the piece also. On the outside, I am going to have a transfer that goes up on the outside. However, I don't have it yet. It's going to be the Anthurium transfer from Redesign with Prima. So that's kind of my plan, you guys. I'm going to finish stenciling over on this side if you guys want to hang out. I'll do it on camera because that's what I need to do. You want to wash this stuff while it's fresh. Don't let it dry in your brushes. I think I already said that, but I'm going to say it again. And also wash your stencil while it's fresh too. So I want to be able to take this off when I get off on camera and wash this stencil because the glue is a high tack glue. It gets really good and sticky. And I do want my stencil to stay.
So if you put it on metal, what do you seal it with?
Let's see, what would you use it on? You can use
like handles or hardware of any kind.
Okay. If I was doing it on hardware, I would use like a spray lacquer, a lacquer spray just from the hardware store, in a spray can, and that's what I use on hardware. You can get it in any kind of finish, so satin, gloss, matte, and I would just use. So you could use the same thing. I was trying to think like if you're doing like a flower pot that was metal or like a galvanized bucket or something, but I see what you're saying on hardware. So that's my first choice if I'm sealing hardware. So I'm just finishing up my stencil. We'll pull this stencil away in just a minute. This little container of glue, let's see how many ounces this is. This is a 4-ounce container. Really goes a long way. I've done several projects out of it. It's only about half gone. So a small container of the glue goes a long way. I have this big daddy one too. Apparently I'm gonna have this till like the kids go to college because that is a lot of glue. My favorite colors, I really like that antique gold. I did a piece in this. This is the Andressa. Oh no, this isn't Andressa. This one's Andressa. This is the Andressa foil. Too dark. It's a floral pattern. This is my leftover scrap, and I'll save that. I'll use that. Nothing goes to waste around here. Here's another floral. I don't know the name of this one. This one has a clear background, so your paint color would show through. So that could be really pretty. Let me find a lighter color so you can see. It would be really pretty if you put a light paint color. Shows it best on like the white. And then you can just put the flowers over top. So yeah, it's a really pretty. Where'd my lid go?
It's right here.
Thank you. All right, I'm almost done with the stencil, and then I'll pull it away, and then I can take this in my brush and they'll get washed, and I'll let this foil adhesive set up. And the foil adhesive, like let's say I do this tonight and I don't get around to coming back and doing the foil for 3 days, it's fine. It will set up tacky and it will stay tacky until you come and put something over the top of it. You know, I suppose if you left it long enough, dust would stick in the tack and then it might lose some tackiness. But other than that, like I can come back and do this. I can shut this cabinet, come back. It'll still be tacky in a couple days when I feel like doing this project again. So that's
name of the company again that sells the foils?
Artistic Painting Studios.
And the adhesive.
Also Artistic Painting Studios. So they have the foil and the foil adhesive. So I'm pulling my stencil back now, just making sure I got everywhere that I want to get, and I'll show you guys. Oh, I missed a couple spots. Because I started it and stopped it. Missed one over here too. So to get this, I need to line my stencil back up.
When you seal it, does it mess with the sheen?
It can, because whatever sheen you put over top will be the sheen of the finished product. So say if you use wax, it's going to have the more dull finish of the wax. If you use a matte finish, a matte top coat, it's going to make a matte top coat over the top of it. So if you like that high gloss look, you can give it a high gloss sealer. If it's painted, you know, satin is a pretty good combo where it's not visibly different. Still gives it a little bit of sheen and a little bit of shimmer. Satin is a good combo for that. You know, if you don't want to lose that shimmer of the metallic, then I just avoid probably wax or matte, because those will both take it down to a more flat finish.
So how would you adhere the floral?
Same way, except that if you're stenciling with it, you're going to break the pattern up. You're not going to really notice there's a pattern. So I could do this entire, if I wanted just a solid coverage on this door, I could paint that adhesive on in a solid, you know, a solid coat, and I could give a solid floral pattern on top of my paint. So I'm doing it in a stencil pattern. This is probably my favorite use for the foils, is stenciling with it, because it's so much easier than leafing. But just the patterns, I would lay the glue on in a solid coat, and then I can get a solid, you know, patterned foil on there. I'm breaking up the pattern by doing it in a stencil design. All right, so I can't, well, let's see if I turn this a little bit. All right, so you can see I just pulled my stencil away. It's a little more white in some spots, like right here, right here. The glue's a little heavier, but when it dries, it's all gonna dry to that clear. So some of those spots might take 10 more minutes or so to dry than, you know, one of these spots. It doesn't matter, it all dries to the same tack. So, I mean, I'm not worried about that. It's super easy. All right, so I'll let that dry. I'm gonna roll up some foil.
Oh my gosh.
Totally messed these up. Not in the mood at all either. All right, you guys. So you guys were pretty quiet. I honest to God thought that I was just going to get pelted with questions tonight. Everybody was pretty quiet. I'll still, if you guys have questions for me, I'm still open to answering them. You're welcome.
So if you're sealing on top of 1 hour enamel, how would you seal it?
You don't have to seal 1 hour enamel. If you guys want to see what.
No, but if you're putting it on top of, if you're putting that on top of.
You can put sealer over 1 hour enamel. It doesn't require it, but you can seal it just like any other, you know, type of paint. There is a clear coat in the 1 hour enamel line. There's 1 hour enamel clear coat, and it comes in different finishes. So you could say put the 1 hour enamel clear in a satin finish over the top. You can seal over the paint also. Oh my God, I'm never gonna get this back on the roll, you guys.
I'll do it, but I'll do it off camera, so it's not.
No, I want to see. I want to see you do it on
It's
camera.
the static noise.
Here, we're gonna do a whole episode.
Are we doing a race?
How to fold fitted bed sheets on camera.
Oh, jeez.
That would be fun, huh? I'll get my whole family out here. We'll all get a fitted bed sheet.
You're absolutely right. You know how we do it? We give it to Brandy.
Whoever finishes it first doesn't have to cook dinner. Yeah? No?
No. That sounds stupid.
Whoever finishes last or ends up balling it up into a ball, they're making dinner tonight.
Oh, that sounds dumb.
Would you guys watch that episode?
I just gamble on the fact that it's in the rotation.
Yeah. All right, I'm lining them all up, and when that's the hardest part. All right, maybe not. I don't know. This isn't going well. I need to lay
It looks
them down.
fine.
No, because it's going to be off right here.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever. How I feel about everything.
Yep.
Whatever. It is what it is.
No, it would not be an amazing live.
Would you guys watch that?
No.
Sounds awful to me too. Okay, so what do I have coming out? I do have YouTube videos to put up. It'll probably be next week because, like I said, everything got thrown off this week with my schedule. A lot of pieces complete. So you guys watch out for my next YouTube video. If you don't already, you can go subscribe there, and then you'll get a notification every time I put a new video up. I try to do a weekly live tutorial over there and a weekly edited tutorial, and then there's some little video shorts just thrown in. Let's see what else is coming up. I will have a surprise announcement coming up for something.
What?
Yeah, for something that I can't tell you guys about, but I can just
here we go.
hint at it. But I'm excited to tell
I'm
you.
going to dance all around it. Call me back. I have something really important to talk to you about.
What color jacket should I get? Sean would be like, get them both. I don't care.
Don't call me.
All right, guys. I hope to finish up this piece soon. I need to get the transfer on there and then seal it. And I'll probably put some wax detailing on, a little bit of gilding wax on these medallions and stuff. And that's kind of it. And I'll tie in the gold on the inside with my hardware. It'll be really pretty, just kind of elegant and simple. I say simple, but I'm sure everybody's like, that has foil, a blend, a transfer, some wax, yeah.
Sounds easy.
Yeah, easy peasy. I consider like a 3-color blend to be easy. I probably shouldn't do that because
Happy St. Patty's Day. When's St. Patty's Day?
It is next week. Huh?
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's my aunt's birthday, and I am working at the kids' career fair.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, what I like is
I'm
that a bunch
actually-
of kids were like, yeah, because you put what? What did you put was
social media marketing. That's what I'm going to tell
and
you
what are they
about.
expecting?
They're going to think I'm Mr.
Not-
They're
yeah.
going to think Mr. Beast is
Yes,
coming.
not Brush by Brandy.
Yeah, I'm going to kill all their hopes and dreams about working on the internet. I can't
I gotta
wait.
do what?
Yeah, I already have it like written up and stuff.
I'm only gonna make what?
I'm influencing our future, you guys, for better or for worse. It is what it is. All right, you guys, I will let you guys go. Everyone have a great weekend. The weather is beautiful here, so I hope it is for you guys. We have swim meet and water polo tournament. So
Yay. It's a beautiful weather weekend, and I gotta watch somebody else do their sports
yeah,
activities.
those are your children.
Yeah,
Those are your children.
those are lame.
All right, you guys, we will catch you next week. Have a good weekend.